Stay tuned because Good Sports is coming up next. Kansas City Sports and Fitness is the magazine for sports fans in KC. Inside, we cover local sports and local teams, from pro to peewee and everything in between. And this month's free copy of Kansas City Sports and Fitness includes the Surplus Exchange College Sports Report. You'll find Kansas City Sports and Fitness all over KC at places like the Kansas City Ice Center. And it's free, so pick one up today. This show was recorded live on Saturday, October 19th.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Welcome to Good Sports, the Kansas City Sports and Fitness Show. Now, this segment is presented by Kansas City Chiropractic. Kansas City Chiropractic understands the high-pressure demands placed upon individuals in the workplace and the athletic demands people place on their bodies. They offer the care that can relieve pain and stress and improve overall health. You can call them at 816-753-4600 or visit kansascitychiropractic.com. Hello, everyone. I'm Steve Fish. I'm the publisher of Kansas City Sports and Fitness Magazine, and you're watching or listening to Good Sports, the Kansas City Sports and Fitness Show. Now, today we're coming to you from the Kansas City Ice Center, which is located on Johnson Drive, 2 miles west of 435, where you can now ice skate on their indoor rink or inline skate on their outdoor pavilion. You can call 913-441-3033 or visit their website, kcicecenter.com, for more details on classes and public skates. Plus, you can find out more about their leagues and learn to skate and learn to play hockey programs on their website as well. And watch for news on when the outdoor pavilion will be converted over to an ice rink. It's coming up in November, and we're going to talk about that in our first segment. Now, before we get started with the show, I want to tell everyone that our current issue of KC Sports and Fitness is available free at over 700 locations. And this month, with our current issue, KC Sports continues to celebrate our 16th year as the magazine for sports fans in KC. Now, in our current issue of KC Sports, we feature our Chiefs Report, presented by Bud Light. And this month, we feature the number one draft pick, Eric Fisher, plus the social media coverage the Chiefs are getting every game thanks to their winning ways. And in our hockey report, presented by the Kansas City Ice Center, we write about the outdoor pavilion here and all of the hockey that will be played on the indoor rink and the outdoor pavilion once it becomes an ice rink in November. Now, you can visit our website, kcsportspaper.com, for more details on what's in our current issue, and you can actually check out a PDF of the entire issue on our website as well. Now, as I mentioned, we are here at the Kansas City Ice Center, and we're joined by Matt Staehley, who is the Assistant General Manager for the Ice Center, and then Jeff Mousolff, who is a volunteer coach coaching the Squirt A1 travel team here at the Kansas City Ice Center. Welcome to the show, guys.
Thanks for having us.
You bet. So let's start off. Jeff, what's your hockey background?
I grew up in Minnesota, so about as long as
there
I could
you go.
walk. Yeah.
That's all you have to say.
As long as I could walk, I guess, right?
You didn't do it before you were walking. That's my son has hopes with when he has his first is to have them skating before they're walking. So you didn't do it that, but yeah. So you grew up in Minnesota. So.
Yeah, and I grew up and just went through the youth leagues all the way. Travel at Squirt level. That's about age 9 and 10, and then worked my way up to high school league, and then that's about when I changed over, played college football. So
gotcha. And Matt, you had a cup of coffee with some league. You played for a while with some leagues at a certain level, correct?
Yeah, I played youth hockey just growing up at home at the hometown ice arena. My dad actually owned the pro shop in the rink, so it's kind of how I got involved in putting skates on for the first time. But then I played all the way up through college, played some junior hockey all over the country in Omaha, Nebraska, Springfield, Illinois, Springfield, Missouri, even a short stint up in right outside of Anchorage, Alaska, and then ended up at St. Mary's, Minnesota, up in Winona for college.
And you coached last season at a junior hockey level, is that correct?
Yeah, I coached the Kalamazoo Junior K-Wings in the North American Hockey League. If you're familiar with the Topeka Roadrunners in this area, it is that same league.
So Jeff, you are coaching the Squirt A1 travel team. What age are those kids, and what are the kind of things that you work on with those kids?
Basically, they're aged 9 and 10 years old. They have to be 9 January 1st of 2004. And then we basically work on fundamentals initially, first half to quarter of the ice. Every practice we work on basic skating, fundamentals, stride work. That's one of the things that Dean Nelson, the general manager here, we've kind of implemented is make sure we start off every practice with the basic fundamentals.
Absolutely. So how much travel does a team like that do now? And Matt, you're also doing the Bantams. What age are the Bantams?
The Bantams are 13 and 14. So even as they get a little bit older, we still do the same kind of implementing of the same basic skills. I mean, you can never be a good enough skater, can never handle the puck good enough. So it's good to keep working on that stuff.
Boy, that is absolutely the truth. So things are going to get busy around here very, very soon. I hope you're taking your vitamins, Matt, and I know Dean needs to do that as well, because even though the days are going to get shorter for us, they're going to get longer for you, because there's going to be a lot more hockey that's going to be played here, and you've got a lot more work coming up very soon as you turn the outdoor pavilion into an ice rink. What is the process that you guys go through, Matt, to turn this thing into an ice rink?
Well, it's basically pretty much a waiting game until the weather changes. And then we shut everything down out there. We take all the fancy motorized mops and the fancy cleaners and clean the boards, clean the floor, clean the glass, get everything cleaned up. And then we take out the rollers and the paintbrushes, and we paint new lines onto the sport court that's down now currently. Wait till that dries, and then we very slowly spray water, let it freeze, spray water, let it freeze. And it takes a couple days. It takes a lot of man hours to get, because you got to put the water down, it freezes, then you go right back out there to get it going. You just slowly build that ice up. And
is that a process that, I mean, Dean had mentioned to me the last time that he said, if you drive by at 3 o'clock in the morning and you see me outside with a hose in my hands and water spraying up in the air, is that the process that you go through?
Yeah, it's just a very large hose, and you walk down to the other end of the rink and you start spraying, and then you just slowly back up and make sure you cover all your bases on the entire sheet.
Now, but you've got the tubes underneath it and all that will help keep it solid as well. I mean, those come into play as well. It's not just the temperature. The temperature has to be right as well, so that the effort that you've gone through doesn't just disappear during the day when the sun comes out. But you've also got the compressor or whatever it
coils.
is.
You're
coils
correct.
And all
Yeah, there's cooling coils underneath the court. So basically, I mean, it's a little misinterpreted that it has to be below freezing to have ice going out there. We can have usable ice probably as high as 50, 55 degrees, as long as it's been cool before. So there's a good base underneath. But yeah, it's a pretty nice process. But
so you went, Jeff, you went through that process of helping them turn it into ice last year, which is when it opened the first time. Obviously for those that haven't seen the outdoor pavilion, it is a full-size NHL rink, and then your kids have skated on it. You've skated on it because you play in the league. What's the experience like to be out there? I mean, you're a Minnesota kid. Here you are in Kansas City, and you're skating outside.
Right. It brings a lot of memories back, because that's where I learned to skate, is outside, mostly growing up until Squirt travel. But it is a great experience. I think we played a tournament last year over the New Year, and it was snowing outside, and the kids won the tournament. And St. Louis teams want to come over here now and play us more, because we're in the St. Louis Travel League, the Kansas City Stars are, and so they're really wanting to get into that experience as well.
Absolutely. So the extra rink, obviously, Matt, has been a great thing for the Kansas City Ice Center, because you've got 2 ice surfaces here. obviously that those tournaments are great things because we can bring people into the city, increase the competition for the kids that are out there, and all that stuff. I mean, what have you seen as well from this? I mean, actually, this is your first year doing it, isn't that correct?
Correct, yeah.
So you'll be experiencing it for the very first time here. But let's talk about some of the things that are coming up. You've got a group of tournaments that are going on, and those of us that are hockey fans know about the Winter Classic.
Right.
It's an outdoor event that the NHL puts on, and then they get other schools and teams and things like that involved. But they put a rink up in a big stadium. You guys are doing your own Winter Classic as well.
Yeah, it's nice. I mean, our big thing was when I showed up down in Kansas City, Dean was telling me about the numbers that the Stars had and, how they're been consistently growing the last couple of years. And then, tryouts come and go, and he's like, we have, I think he said 80 more kids than we did last year, which is a huge jump, especially for an area like this.
Yeah, that's great. But you guys also are going to have some tournaments that are specifically tied to the outside. You've got a Bantam A and AA tournament that's coming up in December, and then a Squirt one as well that your team's going to participate in. And then I told Dean on February 14th through 16th, it's the Pee-wees. You got to come up with something for Mom because it's Valentine's Day, and I'm sorry, but Moms out at the ice rink is okay. If they're hockey moms, they're happy, but
have something in the rink for Mom when she first comes in, right?
Yeah, we'll have to do something for them.
Yeah, absolutely. So when you guys are doing these games, can people just come out and watch? Matt, is that something that anybody can just come out and watch the tournaments outside? And then, of course, there's going to be skating going on inside as well.
Oh, absolutely. I don't know about the high school. I'm not sure if there's a charge for the high school games or not, but I know that all the youth games are free. Come on in, stop in, see a game in the outdoor rink, hop inside, have a hot chocolate, and go on back out and catch another game.
I think they do have a charge for the Jets. It's only a couple dollars, though, just to get to help pay back some of the costs for hockey. But
Sure. Well, one of the things that's exciting about it is and with the Jets is they're playing teams from all over. We're doing a special section in next month's Kansas City Sports and Fitness, the November one, and we have an article about the Jets. They're playing teams in Iowa. I think there's like 8 or 9 teams that they play in Iowa, and a couple of them in Nebraska, and I'm really excited. My son works in Dubuque for a team, and I'm excited when the Jets are going to play the Dubuque team here, to come on out, and I don't know who I'm going to cheer for, to be honest with you, but that should be fun. But we've talked about travel, but there's also this house element to and it's more of a recreational. It's called house and hockey, but there's also a recreational element. Matt, how many teams do you guys have? How many kids are involved in that? What's the process if you're a house kid?
Well, there's 4 Squirt, 4 Pee-wee, and I think 3 Bantam. So the Squirts are the 9 and 10, the Pee-wees are 11 and 12, and the Bantams are 13 and 14. It's more for the recreational player, but, hockey's a big commitment. It's still hockey for the kids who want to play the hockey, but it's a little bit less commitment, a little bit less competition.
More local, and they also have an element that they can go to a select, so it's kind of an all-star, so it kind of gives them a little bit of a teaser of what travel would be like, so they can travel for a couple tournaments and still be able to get a little bit heavier competition.
So let's talk about how you get started. I mean, what's going on behind us now is a public skating session, which is one of the ways that you improve your skills as a hockey player. I was here early this morning at 8 o'clock in the morning, and you guys were packed with kids that were in your Learn to Play Hockey program. Matt, explain the Learn to Play Hockey program to us. There's 3 different levels. What are taught in those different levels?
Well, everybody here that works at the rink, it's basically we call it the best hour of the week for us. It doesn't matter that it's at 8 o'clock Saturday morning. We all really enjoy the little kids out there. But basically, it's a program. It says, ages 3 to 9 or 3 to 10 on the flyer. It's really loosely interpreted. If you can get on skates and you're not going to try to have to be pried away from your mom or dad to get on the ice, you're more than welcome. But we split the ice into 3 sections. In the center of the ice between the 2 blue lines, it's called the rookies. Basically, their first time on skates. They might have skates and a helmet. There's a little guy out there. He's got a helmet, skates, and he always wears his full snow pants and snow suit with his jersey over it. But once you are good enough to graduate from the rookies, you go down to the little stars. And it's basically just a little more, it's basically the same skills, but just a little bit more advanced techniques and stuff like that. We teach them stops, crossovers, turns, a little bit of puck handling. Then we bring them in the middle for the last 10 or 15 minutes or so, and we play a little 3-on-3 game. And the same thing for the all-stars on the other end. Just like I said, it's the same kind of skills, but just a little bit more advanced, a little bit faster. And then they graduate, depending on their age, they go into either the U8 program, which are the mites that play the cross-ice games now.
Ah, okay.
And if you're a little bit older, you go into the squirt house or the squirt travel programs.
And Jeff, you have a couple of kids that participate and learn to play hockey. Is that correct? Or
actually, I
you
helped.
did.
Yeah.
You help. You help with.
I've been
learn
helping
playing.
Dean for about a year on it, and it's really unique actually, because typically they learn on figure skating, learn to skate, where this is more around learn to play hockey. And so little guys come out and they see other hockey players playing instead of girls and coaches on figure skates, and it really motivates them to want to play hockey more. So it's the concept that Dean came up with is really grown, because now we've actually, it almost gets full now where we have to almost turn people away. So it's been a great success for the rink.
Absolutely. So, Matt, you've got a current session going right now, but people can join it in progress. I think 4 weeks into it, I believe,
Yes.
is part of it. And then the next one starts, I think, in October or not October, November.
November, yeah.
November 14th or no, December 14th.
December
I think
14th,
is what
yes,
it is.
that's
yeah.
correct, yes.
Yeah. So, you've got that going. So people can sign up and they can get started at any time almost during the year with Learn to Play Hockey, as their kids are excited about it. Where can people call to find out more information on it? Tell us your website. Tell us your phone number here.
The KCIC website is kcicecenter.com. Most of the information is on there. Our phone number's on there. Dean's going to kill me, but I don't know.
That's all right. I got it.
I don't know the phone number to the rink.
I got it. Ready? 913-441-3033. I memorized that years and years and years ago when I was running a hockey group and I had to deal with, the people here. But that was a long, long time ago that I learned it, and it's just stuck in the back of my head. But so you've got that, and then, a whole lot more that's going to be going on, and there's going to be opportunities for people to skate outside as well, and we're going to talk about that when we come back from this commercial break. You are watching or listening to Good Sports, the KC Sports and Fitness Magazine show. We're coming to you from the Kansas City Ice Center, located 2 miles west of 435 on Johnson Drive. I'm Steve Fish. We'll be right back. Go online and watch Good Sports, the Kansas City Sports Magazine television show. It's available on the Good Sports KC YouTube channel and features local interviews with local athletes and experts covering sports, health, and exercise topics of importance to KC fans. And be sure to pick up your copy of the new KC Sports and Fitness Magazine, featuring the Bud Light Chiefs Report, the Surplus Exchange College Sports Report, the Cargo Largo Health and Fitness Report, and the KC Ice Center Hockey Report. KC Sports Magazine is always free, so pick one up today. These days, we're all so busy, and many of us ignore our health and let stress turn into chronic pain. Dr. Lynn McIntosh of Kansas City Chiropractic can provide you with the proper care to relieve pain and stress and improve your health and get more out of life. To make an appointment with Dr. McIntosh, call 816-753-4600. Most insurance plans are welcome. And this month, save $25 on Class 4 laser treatment when you mention KC Sports and Fitness. For more information on Dr. McIntosh and Kansas City Chiropractic, go online at kansascitychiropractic.com.
With the current trend to live a greener lifestyle, many people and businesses now recycle their electronics. At the Surplus Exchange, your e-waste will never go to a landfill or incinerator, nor will we allow e-waste to be shipped overseas. Some companies employ this tactic and end up polluting other countries with our waste. All materials are safely tracked, destroyed, or reclaimed right here in the U.S. The Surplus Exchange is Kansas City's link between industry, charity, and the environment. To find out more, visit surplusexchange.org.
Sign up now for Learn to Skate and Learn to Play hockey classes at the Kansas City Ice Center. Plus, come out to a public skating session or call them to schedule a party or group rental. And watch for news on when the outdoor pavilion will be converted to an ice rink in mid-November. The KC Ice Center is located 2 miles west of 435 on Johnson Drive. For more information or to register for a camp or class, visit kcicecenter.com or call 913-441-3033. CMS Nutritionals is a new supplement store on College and Quivira. Stop by and talk to the experts at CMS Nutritionals today to find the right quality supplements for your needs. And with your coupon in KC Sports, save $5 on 4Life Immune Support products. Plus, register now for upcoming free seminars. To learn more about their products, visit cmsnutritionals.com. Call 913-469-3665 or stop by CMS Nutritionals on College and Quivira. Mafia's Meal on the Go is a great lunchtime choice. Get a 10-inch one-topping pizza and a 20-ounce drink from Mafia Mike's at 87th and Lackman and Mafia Pizzeria Southside at 127th and Metcalf. Great pizza and a great offer you can't refuse.
Mark Twain, Walt Disney, even Abraham Lincoln, they all filed bankruptcy. Debts can overwhelm anyone. I'm Jeff Wagner of WM Law, Kansas City's premier bankruptcy law firm. If you can't pay your bills or your mortgage, we're here to help. You can schedule a free consultation right now. Call 1-855-DON'T-WORRY. Stop those bill collectors. With 4 Kansas City locations, we've helped over 11,000 families through tough financial times. 1-855-DON'T-WORRY.
When it's trophy time or time to present an award or medal or a gift, contact Overland Park Awards. Need an idea for a trophy? We did for the Army High School Coach of the Week Award, and we found it at Overland Park Awards. Come visit their showroom at 7514 Floyd, 1 block west of Metcalf and 75th, or go online to opawards.com or call Terry at 913-649-3635. At Overland Park Awards, they sweat the small stuff so you don't have to. Welcome back to Good Sports, Kansas City Sports and Fitness Show, the show that complements Kansas City Sports and Fitness Magazine. I'm Steve Fish. Today we're coming to you from the Kansas City Ice Center, located on Johnson Drive, 2 miles west of 435, where you can now ice skate on their indoor rink or inline skate on their outdoor pavilion. You can call 913-441-3033 or visit their website, kcicecenter.com, for more details on classes and public skates. Plus, you can find out more about their leagues and learn to skate and learn to play hockey programs on their website as well. And watch for news on when the outdoor pavilion will be converted to an ice rink. It is coming up in mid-November. Now, in our current issue of Kansas City Sports and Fitness, check out our college football report presented by the Surplus Exchange. This month we talk with Mizzou's Lucas Vincent. He's a junior, and he's also from Olathe. We talk with Wildcat center B.J. Finney and Jayhawk quarterback Jake Heaps. And this month in our U.S. Army High School Football Coach of the Week program, we honored Chad Freegon from Liberty High, Gene Weir from Olathe North, John Holmes from Bishop Miege, and Eric Thomas from Lee Summit High School. Their photos and a write-up on each coach and the team appear in our October issue, and watch for more honorees in the November issue as well. Now, you can pick up your copy of KC Sports and Fitness at over 700 locations, including Mafia Pizzeria Southside, Old Shawnee Pizza, Eagles Landing Golf Course, and right here at the Kansas City Ice Center. And now you can view Good Sports, this show, on YouTube. All you have to do is search for the Good Sports KC channel. Now, we are talking with Jeff Mousolff and Matt Staehley. Matt is the Assistant General Manager from the Kansas City Ice Center here where we're doing our show. And Jeff is a volunteer coach and has a couple of kids that are involved in one in hockey and one in figure skating. So, Jeff, we'll roll over to you and let's talk about the figure skating program that's here at the Ice Center as well.
Sure. They have learned to skate, and they have different levels of skating for girls that are or boys that want to get into figure skating 2 or 3 times a week, I think, and then on the weekends as well. But basically, they have USA figure skating, I think, is what they call it, and they have different levels that they can progress. They also have times that, like during public skate, once they get to certain levels, they can get a coach and come out, and the coach can teach them a few techniques. And then the figure skating clubs in town also rent ice, and then they can come and have the ice to themselves.
And one of the things that they also do with not only the figure skating and learn to skate program, but also learn to play hockey program, is those kids also get passes for the public skate that's out here, and that's where you really work on your techniques and things like that. You've got that time when you're learning the stuff with the coaches, but getting out on the ice, there's nothing wrong with getting out on the ice, is there, Matt?
Absolutely.
Yeah, so Matt, the next step for a hockey player that starts with Learn to Play Hockey is to progress to the Kansas City Stars, which is a organization that works with you guys here at the rink. Tell us about the Stars organization. We've kind of touched on it because you guys are doing some travel stuff, and then there's the House League. But once the kid gets to that highest level in your Learn to Play Hockey, they kind of jump over to the Stars, and there's great coaching behind the Stars as well. You guys are involved in that.
Yeah, there's some guys that really know what they're doing in the program. I mean, we have some coaches with some Division I playing experience, some coaches with NHL playing experience, other guys. It doesn't necessarily mean you played in the NHL or you played Division I hockey, you can be a good coach. I mean, it's just, even in all the places I've been, this is the highest commitment level of a coaching staff, top to bottom. I mean, all the way from the midget, the older kids and the high school guys, all the way down to the Learn to Play Hockey. They're incredibly committed to developing and moving the players on to the next age group, and it starts all the way down to Learn to Play Hockey. It's great.
And that starts with Tom Tilley, who is I'm not sure what his role is there, but Tom is in charge of the whole Stars organization, and Tom played in the NHL for the St. Louis Blues, and then he played in the International Hockey League and all that kind of stuff. Let's talk about a lot of people, are surprised. The season is a long season in hockey. There are some expenses. Jeff, you've got a kid in hockey. You deal with the expenses of the skates and the equipment and the sticks and all that kind of stuff. But it spreads itself out, so it's pretty reasonable.
Right. A lot of times the way the kids grow nowadays, too, used equipment is preferable, especially when you're first starting out and you want to, before you make the commitment of buying all new equipment, I recommend going to either the rink here or Play It Again or something, get some used equipment.
And it's a lot of fun because you go to Play It Again. I mean, we used to do this, it was a different Play It Again, but you'd see all sorts of people that you knew, that were hockey.
Always run into somebody you know.
Yeah. So you guys, one of the other things that the rink does as well is they have an adult hockey league at all sorts of levels. I'm guessing both of you guys, Matt, you're playing. I'm sure. Are you guys on the same team?
We are actually.
Oh man, you've stacked the team. Come on. So can I be on the team?
Absolutely.
Then if I
Sure.
sign up? Good. So tell us about the adult league. You've actually got it broken up, Matt, into multiple levels.
Correct. Yeah, we have we call it the open division, which more of the competitive players kind of find their way towards a little bit.
A little more highly skilled. The guys that have played at a level like you've played, But that doesn't mean that a guy like me can't kind of jump on your shoulders and follow you down the ice a little bit, and try and get open and at least get a shot on goal.
And we do the open division a little bit different than the other divisions, where it's kind of an entire team registration.
Right.
Whereas opposed to we now actually have an actual B division and a C-D division, which are individual registrations. They do an evaluation skate where they kind of get to know each other a little bit, see how they all play, and they try to, quote unquote, draft similar teams in skill and development and stuff like that. But we actually have 6 teams in the CD league, 4 teams in the B league, and 7 in the open division. So it's as big as it's ever been, and I'm still getting emails a couple of weeks saying, hey, I'm new in town. I'm looking to find a team. I played here and here and here, and it's like, all right, we'll try and get you somewhere. But actually, we're actually really full. So,
will that loosen up a little bit once you get the outside pavilion going? Because the older adults, and you do have older adults. You have that 60-year-old that does play, and we always, of course, I'm getting closer to that age now, but when I was younger, we always looked up to that older adult and said, man, I want to be doing that as well. But you guys get the later ice time. That really doesn't matter to the adults, to show up at 10 o'clock and leave here at midnight, because you get hockey in your blood and you want to stick with it.
A lot of times it's better because then you can put the kids down, and for this older guys with kids, you get kids put to bed, and then you're able to go and do something you enjoy.
And one of the things that's pretty cool is there are women that participate in the adult leagues as well. Do you guys have any women on your team, Matt?
I have one that I play with. She actually played pro, and I think in I don't know, somewhere in Europe.
Really?
Yeah. So she grew up here and grew her way up, and then moved back home, and she can mix it up with the best of them. So.
and really, what you do say mix it up, but there is no checking.
Nope.
in the leagues. There is some finesse and using your body to block, to protect the puck. And occasionally, you get 10 adults out on the ice skating around. Occasionally, you're going to run into each other.
With sticks.
With sticks. Oh, yeah, we do have to mention that Matt took a blow today. He was trying to, stick handle around a 4-year-old today, and the kid.
The 4-year-old got the best of me.
Yeah, the kid wasn't going to take any of that. So what happened?
Well, I guess I made one too many stick handles and got him off balance a little bit, and he jolted backwards and caught his balance by hitting me right in the nose.
Nice.
But he stayed on his feet, though, so I'll give him credit.
Yeah.
You're a tough guy. I'm sure that's not the first time you've been clobbered in the face with a stick. That's just a part of it. But, the adults, the kids that play are all caged.
Yep.
And protected. Yes. The adults that play, have that choice, but you got to wear a helmet at least with that. So, how's your guys' team doing this season?
Not too bad. We're 3 games in. I think we're 2-1. We just had an offensive
battle
shootout against another one of the really good teams, and I think they beat us 14-13.
Woo! Yeah. Goaltending duel.
Funny thing
who
was,
can actually stop a shot?
Yeah, funny thing was, both goalies actually played really well.
Yeah, had a lot of snipers.
Yeah,
really. Yeah. That's tough because goalies are certainly expecting things, but because there is no checking or anything like that, you can be more creative.
Yeah,
and that's what makes it fun. Well, Matt, again, give us the website. I'll give the phone number for you.
Thank you.
So,
the website is www.kcicecenter.com.
And the phone number is 913-441-3033. Thank you, gentlemen, for joining us today. We really appreciate you coming out and talking with us. And I know, Matt, you've got to get back to doing the duties around here. And, Jeff, thanks for coming in here on a Saturday. There's nothing better than hanging out at the ice rink on a weekend. So
Thank you.
We're going to take a quick break. You're watching or listening to Good Sports, the KC Sports and Fitness Show. We're coming to you from the Kansas City Ice Center, located 2 miles west of 435 on Johnson Drive. I am Steve Fish. We will be right back. Sign up now for Learn to Skate and Learn to Play hockey classes at the Kansas City Ice Center. Plus, come out to a public skating session or call them to schedule a party or group rental. And watch for news on when the outdoor pavilion will be converted to an ice rink in mid-November. The KC Ice Center is located 2 miles west of 435 on Johnson Drive. For more information or to register for a camp or class, visit kcicecenter.com or call 913-441-3033. Is muscle tightness causing back pain? Could increasing your flexibility improve your performance? The Flex Assist is the safe and relaxing way to improve your flexibility. With the Flex Assist ergonomic design, you can complete your stretching routine quickly and comfortably in just minutes a day. So whether you're an athlete or would just like to maintain good flexibility and reduce stress and pain, the Flex Assist can help. Order your Flex Assist today and save $30 with this special $69.95 introductory offer at theflexassist.com. Mafia's Meal on the Go is a great lunchtime choice. Get a 10-inch one-topping pizza and a 20-ounce drink from Mafia Mike's at 87th and Lackman and Mafia Pizzeria Southside at 127th and Metcalf. Great pizza and a great offer you can't refuse. Experience a touch of the Ozarks when you tee off at Winterstone Golf Course in Independence. Visit winterstonegolf.com for daily specials and call 816-257-5755 for lessons or information on tournament hosting. Discover, shop, and win at Cargo Largo. Stop by at 35th and Nolan Road in Independence and go online at cargolargo.com. Cargo Largo, a retail store, and so much more.
With the current trend to live a greener lifestyle, many people and businesses now recycle their electronics. At the Surplus Exchange, your e-waste will never go to a landfill or incinerator, nor will we allow e-waste to be shipped overseas. Some companies employ this tactic and end up polluting other countries with our waste. All materials are safely tracked, destroyed, or reclaimed right here in the U.S. The Surplus Exchange is Kansas City's link between industry, charity, and the environment. To find out more, visit surplusexchange.org.
Welcome to Old Shawnee Pizza and Italian Kitchen. Yep, there's nothing like the homemade taste of an Old Shawnee Pizza. Dine in or carry out. Old Shawnee Pizza with 3 locations.
Mark Twain, Walt Disney, even Abraham Lincoln, they all filed bankruptcy. Debts can overwhelm anyone. I'm Jeff Wagner of WM Law, Kansas City's premier bankruptcy law firm. If you can't pay your bills or your mortgage, we're here to help. You can schedule a free consultation right now. Call 1-855-DON'T-WORRY. Stop those bill collectors. With 4 Kansas City locations, we've helped over 11,000 families through tough financial times. 1-855-DON'T-WORRY.
Lights, camera, action! Would you like to have your business be the site where we shoot one of our good sports TV and radio shows? Well, you can. Your show will play 21 times on Sure West Channel 7. You'll get radio and TV commercials all month long, plus an ad for your business in KC Sports and Fitness Magazine, and a whole lot more. TV remote packages start at just $333 a month. For more information on this great TV, radio, and print opportunity for your business, call KC Sports at 913-764-2050. Back to Good Sports, Kansas City Sports and Fitness Show, the show that complements Kansas City Sports and Fitness Magazine. I'm Steve Fish. Today we're coming to you from the Kansas City Ice Center, located on Johnson Drive, 2 miles west of 435, where you can now ice skate on their indoor rink or inline skate on their outdoor pavilion. You can call 913-441-3033 or visit their website, kcicecenter.com, for more details on classes and public skates. Plus, you can find out more about their leagues and learn to skate and learn to play hockey programs on their website as well. And watch for news on when the outdoor pavilion will be converted to an ice rink. It is coming up in mid-November. This segment of Good Sports is brought to you by the Surplus Exchange, where you can take a tax donation credit, plus help KC students when you recycle your electronics and office furniture at the Surplus Exchange. For more information, visit surplusexchange.org or call 816-472-0444, 816-472-0444. And in upcoming weeks on Good Sports, on October 30th, we will be at Mafia Pizzeria Southside, located at 127th and Metcalf, for the Mafia Classic Car Show. And on a Saturday in November, we believe it's going to be November 16th, the weekend that the pavilion opens for with ice on it. We'll be back here at the Kansas City Ice Center. And, of course, the KC Ice Center is located 2 miles west of 435 on Johnson Drive. So come on out and join us, and you might see yourself on TV. And now joining us is a regular for our show. He's Bob Akers. He's the executive director of the Surplus Exchange, and he's also an amateur soccer coach in Kansas City. Welcome to the show, Bob. Thanks for joining us.
It's good to be here as always.
You were out on the soccer field for 4 hours today. Which was colder, being out on the soccer field or being here at the ice rink?
Actually, I was out doing a recycling event this morning.
Oh, that's right.
I was in a parking lot in Harrisonville, and I still think Harrisonville has you beat in cold. Although I think I swallowed a lot of dust out there from the wind.
So what'd you pick up? What kind of things? That's one of the things that Surplus Exchange does, is you have a recycling events. What kind of things did you pick up?
Just a ridiculous number of big old TVs still, a lot of printers today. Probably my favorite bizarre item of the day was a radio from, maybe a late 40s, maybe early 50s aircraft, and that was pretty interesting. But we filled our truck, and it's a good event. We get out there with the good folks at Harrisonville. This is a grassroots thing. The citizens of Harrisonville have a sustainability committee, and without really a lot of support from the county, Cass County, or Harrisonville, they put this thing on, and those people are committed, and it's great to see. That's what environmentalism is really about, the grassroots thing, and seeing people really put it together. The Family Farm Center gives us their parking lot and all of their facilities there to use, and we had, before we even started, we had 10 cars in line waiting for us. So good event, a lot of fun, get to talk to people and explain why we do what we do.
Well, let's do that. Let's explain why you do what you do. You gave me a nice lead in there. Thank you so much for that. The Surplus Exchange really helps each and every one of us in some form or another. Explain why you do what you do.
Well, electronics is a growing factor in our waste stream right now. You're just seeing a lot of electronics come through. We make sure that they're recycled properly and that they don't go to places like China, the west coast of Africa, or just scrapped improperly here in the U.S. So it's really important, especially with our fascination and our addiction to electronics, to make sure that we're getting those things taken care of and recycled and reclaimed, because there's a lot of material in that can come back and be reused over and over again. And, once it goes to a landfill, it's pretty much done.
So, that's a part of what you do is you'll collect that old computer or piece of equipment of some kind with the computers. You strip all the data off of it for the individual. Some of those computers, if they're not super old, get refurbed and put back out there for others to be able to purchase, and that's a part of the aspect that you offer with the Surplus Exchange as well.
Well, we had another event going on. We were kind of split today, and we had another crew that was at, I think, 89th and Lamar doing an event with Connect for Good. And the whole point of that event was to try to bring in a lot of equipment that we can refurbish and work with Connect for Good to get out to people who need those, low income, people who are trying to maybe further their education, people who do not have a lot of digital access.
And, so you guys make those things available for sale for individuals. You also do a lot of donation to schools and things like that. Explain what Surplus Exchange will do and give back to the community.
Well, we've, over the last year or so, we've given computers to kids in need in schools. We've set up a community center for seniors in Sedalia. We've given computers to veterans through the VA hospital at Leavenworth, the Eisenhower Hospital. Any opportunity we find where we think it's going to do some good and they can come to us and explain what they're doing, we go for it, because that's a real large part of our mission.
All good stuff. And tell people how they can contact you, where they can find you if they're interested in shopping for one of the computers that you refurbed.
Sure. They can find us on the web at surplusexchange.org. They can find us on Facebook and really interact with us. We're really being we're trying to modernize. I'm probably too old to really figure this stuff out, but I've got a lot of young people around me, and they're helping us be a presence with social media. So all the social media is out there, and we like interacting with our customers and with the community. People can ask us questions. We respond quickly. They can call us at 816-472-0444. They can come and see us at 518 Santa Fe down in the lovely West Bottoms, and just have a look around, because we have an amazing amount of material for people to go through. And usually the first-time visitor drops their jaw and tells us we're the best-kept secret in Kansas City. And I'm working hard for us to break that image. I wouldn't mind being maybe the second or third best-kept secret. This best-kept secret stuff's starting to get on my nerves.
Absolutely, yeah, and we should say as well, furniture is a big part of. You've got a huge warehouse with office furniture and just a variety of furniture. So any new business that might be starting that needs a conference table or files or anything like that, you can find a whole lot of stuff at the Surplus Exchange and get that at a I don't want to say this. You don't listen. A steal. You know, you can get it for a great price. Give back to a company that's helping the community as well. So Surplus Exchange, 518 Santa Fe in Kansas City, Missouri, 816-472-0444, surplusexchange.org. Okay, let's shift gears here for a second. As I mentioned when we first started, you are an amateur soccer coach, very involved in soccer. Been driving up and down the street, and this is just kind of a silly thing for you. Driving up and down the street on 135th near the soccer complex that's in Overland Park, and I see several signs that are in the road. The street sign says, and I'm not going to mention the company, XYZ Liquor Store, welcome soccer fans. Since this is youth soccer that's being played out on this field, and there are a lot of tournaments on the weekend, the question is there something I don't know about youth soccer parents that I should know about? I'm just kidding.
No,
kidding. It just struck me as funny. So.
Well, it is funny, and I can tell you from coaching MRL teams and traveling a lot. After we get the players sort of settled in bed, we give them a curfew, and I usually go door to door, making sure that all 4 guys in each room they're where they're supposed to be.
You don't have to admit anything that you don't.
But I'll tell you what. Usually after those kids are settled down, depending on what the hotel has available, and I mean we stay in anything from pretty nice hotels to we're watching our budget this week hotels. You go down in the lobby and you find the cooler is out. Parents are around, and we have a pretty good social hour with the parents after the kids are bedded down. So yeah, there's a bit there's a bit of parents having fun on these tournament weekends.
And that goes with the tournament in a sense as well.
I saw one worse though. I was in a community called Cuba, Missouri, and it was a November, probably 10 years ago, and I walked in and I drove in and what looked to be the biggest store in Cuba, Missouri, was this Walmart size. I'm advertising for everybody, but it was a liquor store. It had been converted into a liquor store, and there was a huge sign across the top of it that said, "Welcome, deer hunters. It's Miller time." So, welcome with your high-powered rifles. Now buy as much alcohol as you want.
Yeah, that's a whole nother discussion.
That's a great mix.
Discussion there. Okay, so I got a couple more silly things here.
Right.
Your background is, before you started all this Surplus Exchange stuff and had kids and all that stuff, you were in the Air Force, is that correct? You were a pilot. What did you fly, first off?
A little bit of everything, but T-38s mostly.
And I don't know what that is, but that's okay.
The trainer.
Here's a silly question. Did you or anyone who flew with you report any unidentified objects out in the sky?
No.
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 Are you telling me the truth? Or
there were people that saw things, but we usually figured out what they were. No, flying's great. Probably the best time I had was I made a solo flight from Santa Maria, California. I flew through all kinds of amazing weather, and you get a lot of respect for the environment and a lot of respect for man's ability to survive some pretty bizarre experiences. And seeing Mother Nature rear up and throw some bad thunderstorms at you makes you respect a lot of it. And flying to me is a lot like soccer, so I can.
Explain. Okay, I have to. Well, I will say this, and you probably saw some video. The Chiefs game where they had 40 some odd planes fly over. My photographer got some pictures of that. That was just tremendous, and you have to wonder how far back, how many miles or multiple miles away did they have to get in that formation to do that at and the timing and all that stuff.
Well, they had it stepped, so it was really getting the 7 aircraft in line, and then another above and above and above and above,
okay.
So they're not messing with each other. But it was, that was a pretty impressive sight to see that. And coaching again out out around, I have over the last several months seen, I assume, these guys practicing, because I've seen some pretty large formations out around Lee Summit going back and forth. So it's pretty exciting stuff.
Okay, so go back. Explain flying soccer, flying.
Well, if you're flying and you're flying in formation, you're flying with other people.
Sure.
One guy has lead, other guys have other responsibilities. As something happens and somebody has to take the lead, your formation starts shifting around. And you can actually shift formations, and you can go from tight formations to loose formations. You can go to trail formations. And in soccer, you have that real freedom of mobility and creativity when you're playing. So, these players, you put them out, our system is numbered. So you put them out and, you might have a player that's playing the 4, which is in my system, it's one of the center backs. As play develops, he may run past the 10 or the 8 and end up at the 9, which would be the striker. So he's gone from the 4, and now he would be more or less out in front of the play, playing as a striker. And everybody around him has to adjust to his movement so that we keep shape. It's more about shape than what position you took the field as. Where we get in problems is sometimes you look up, and I had a couple of players last year that were marvelous foot skill players, but it took them a while to understand my system. And I'd look up and I'd say, why don't I have an 11, which would be a left wing forward? Well, he was in and he was running parallel to the attacking mid, and you're looking at that as a coach. I can throw a blanket over these guys and cover them, so it's not really making a lot of difficulty for the defender. So soccer relates to a lot of things. Flying, I can see a relationship to it. Decision making, there's a lot of life lessons in it too.
Well, sports in general. Anybody that plays sports as a kid, as a young adult, in college, you understand how to work as a team, and then that all certainly translates out into the real world. Unless you're a ball hog or something like that, but then go out and be a salesperson or something like that at that point or something along those lines. Okay, another silly question. We've only got a couple of minutes left here, but you've been an amateur soccer coach for a long time. You played in college as well. You played in college. Now, if you weren't helping make the world a little bit better at the Surplus Exchange, do you see yourself as maybe a pro coach or anything like that, or do you see yourself as doing something else?
No, I probably would have been drawn to coaching because I like mentoring. Everything that I've done that I think I've done reasonably well has included a lot of mentoring, a lot of team building. That seems to be something that I get. So I could definitely see myself, even if I hit the rewind button, that might have been an avenue I went down a little bit with more gusto. But teaching and working with these young kids and young men is beyond rewarding.
And we've only got about 2 minutes or so, but the soccer season for high school is winding down. But club is coming up very quickly. Yep. I know in 2 minutes you really can't cover all of the issues that go with that, but
I could summarize it.
Yeah, state is coming up as well. Who do you see as excelling in the city, or just go with what you want to talk about?
Well, the one thing is with high school winding down, we have some club tournaments that are coming up. There's a lot of pressure to get the kids back from high school, to get them practicing a couple of times with their team, and to throw them into these club tournaments. Most of them are being called college showcases, things like that. You can't really showcase too much when you've only had them for, a practice or two. And talking to a lot of players, I think I told you yesterday, I've been to a lot of high school games because I have players that play for a lot of different high schools. And in talking to my guys, most of them are, it's like, what do you want to do when the season's over? Most of them want to take a couple of weeks to relax and recover. And then a lot of them are talking about wanting to work out, lift a little bit, work on their athletic ability, work on their bodies. And I think we make a little bit of a mistake rushing them in to play club really quickly. And again, it's the evil of the dollar that goes in there. The OP has that beautiful complex. They like the tournaments coming in. You book the whole thing. There's a lot of money being made by a couple of companies, and you saw their flags. and it's good. I mean, it's good for the kids who want to do that. It's good for developing players, but we also have to respect the fact that players are getting beat up. I just told you Rockhurst has 2 guys out with concussions. Other guys that are limping around. Give them a break.
Yeah, I certainly see that. The kids should get the rest and all that stuff, and we've talked about that. People can go online to our YouTube website, which is Good Sports KC, and check out some of the other conversations that Bob and I have had in this club versus high school program that we have, that we've discussed in the past. Bob, thanks for joining us today. That'll do it for today's show. My thanks to our host for the show, the Kansas City Ice Center, and our guest, Jeff Mousolff, as well as Matt Staehley from the Ice Center and the KC Stars, and of course Surplus Exchange CEO and youth soccer coach Bob Akers. Be sure to join me again next week for Good Sports, the Kansas City Sports and Fitness Show, and check out some of our other shows on YouTube, especially the ones that include Bob. Search for the Good Sports KC channel. Hey, I can connect to anything.
Okay.
So until next week, be sure to read all about sports, health, and exercise in Kansas City Sports and Fitness magazine. You'll find it all over KC, and it's free, so pick one up today. These days, we're all so busy, and many of us ignore our health and let stress turn into chronic pain. Dr. Lynn McIntosh of Kansas City Chiropractic can provide you with the proper care to relieve pain and stress and improve your health and get more out of life. To make an appointment with Dr. McIntosh, call 816-753-4600. Most insurance plans are welcome. And this month, save $25 on Class 4 laser treatment when you mention KC Sports and Fitness. For more information on Dr. McIntosh and Kansas City Chiropractic, go online at kansascitychiropractic.com. Is muscle tightness causing back pain? Could increasing your flexibility improve your performance? The Flex Assist is the safe and relaxing way to improve your flexibility. With the Flex Assist ergonomic design, you can complete your stretching routine quickly and comfortably in just minutes a day. So whether you're an athlete or would just like to maintain good flexibility and reduce stress and pain, the Flex Assist can help. Order your Flex Assist today and save $30 with this special $69.95 introductory offer at theflexassist.com. Join the NAIA Champions of Character for their inaugural awards luncheon on November 6th. The event honors top athletes and citizens of character and features a keynote address by former Nebraska football coach Tom Osborne. Visit NAIA.org or call 816-595-8117 for details. Bring basketball fever to your own backyard or driveway with your very own game court from Sport Court of Kansas City. Let Sport Court come and install a basketball game court at your home. Game courts can also be installed for volleyball, racket sports, soccer, tennis, or roller hockey. So sink that basket at the buzzer and have your own Final Four at home in your backyard or driveway Sport Court. For more details, call Sport Court at 913-963-7529 or visit sportcourtkc.com.
Welcome to Old Shawnee Pizza and Italian Kitchen. Yep, there's nothing like the homemade taste of an Old Shawnee Pizza. Dine in or carry out. Old Shawnee Pizza with 3 locations.
Eagles Landing Golf Course is the place to play golf in the Southland and is by far the best golf value around. Visit eagleslandinggolfcourse.com, and for tee times, call 816-318-0004 and make the drive to see why Eagles Landing is the best golf value in KC.
Hi, it's the ball game co-host Greg Pryor. In 1991, I was introduced to a line of health supplements called Designer Foods that were created by a genius, Dirk Pearson and his wife, Sandy Shaw. Dirk and Sandy wrote the New York Times bestseller, Life Extension, A Practical Scientific Approach. The results that I felt on a few of their designer food formulas was so great that I formed a company, Life Priority, to offer these great formulas to everyone. One of my favorite products in Life Priority is called Lift. Lift is a powdered drink mix that you mix and drink when you have mental fatigue and you want to feel bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. I felt the results in about 30 minutes. I wish that I had Lift to use when I was an infielder in Major League Baseball for the Royals. Lift also comes in capsules called Lift Caps. See Lift and Lift Caps and all the great Life Priority products at my website, lifepriority.com. Get your personal rally going. Visit my website, get some Lift or Lift Caps today at lifepriority.com.
The Army Reserve has more than 120 unique career opportunities, so you can add to your current strengths or build brand new ones. Join the Army Reserve and you'll make a difference in your life and the lives of others. Learn more at goarmy.com/reserve. For more information, contact the Greater Kansas City Company at 3720 Arrowhead Drive, Suite B. Telephone number 816-531-3818. There's Strong, and then there's Army Strong, paid for by the U.S. Army. Lights, camera, action! Would you like to have your business be the site where we shoot one of our good sports TV and radio shows? Well, you can. Your show will play 21 times on Sure West Channel 7. You'll get radio and TV commercials all month long, plus an ad for your business in KC Sports and Fitness Magazine, and a whole lot more. TV remote packages start at just $333 a month. For more information on this great TV, radio, and print opportunity for your business, call KC Sports at 913-764-2050. Now you can view our shows and past shows on YouTube. Search for the Good Sports KC channel, and that's all one word.